Hello again, friends. Matt with Eddie's Guitars coming to you as always from St. Louis, Missouri, and I could not be any more excited about the guitar that we are going to take a close look at today. This is a brand new builder for Eddie's Guitars, at least. This is the very first example that we've ever had. This comes from Mr. Rye Bear of GR Bear Guitars out of British Columbia up in Canada. This is a aptly named Super Parlour model from GR Bear Guitars. I think I love the name of that model for one thing, and just the specs, and most importantly the voice of this guitar, I think perfectly represent a Super Parlour by that title, which I'm eager to dig into this. And I've just got to tell you folks right off the bat, this guitar kind of represents a lot of sort of new build ideas, at least for me and for kind of what we here at Eddie's Guitars are used to seeing in a typically a little bit maybe perhaps more traditional sense of build style. This has some kind of new, again, new to us at least, sort of build techniques and voicing techniques that I have just been utterly fascinated to learn about, because like I said, this is all kind of fresh for me here. So as I said, this is Rye's Super Parlour guitar here. You can see a rather petite 12 fret body. You can see a perfect Engelmann Spruce top on this guitar, just a really active, you can almost hear the my voice reverberating through it right now, but a very, very active Engelmann Spruce top. You can see a beautiful, nice kind of reddish golden Paduke bridge there right on the face of the guitar. And most of the bridges that I've seen on the GR Bear guitars tend to be done out of Paduke, so I believe that's kind of Rye's material of choice for his bridge material most of the time. But again, just a stunning, very extra silky Engelmann Spruce top. Back and sides of this guitar, frankly, are a new tone wood for me, at least. This is Flamed Satinbox. Very gorgeous golden, hence the name Flamed Wood. There's no back strip, there's no purfling whatsoever, just very, very clean figured wood. This is an Australian native wood, which is kind of an ongoing theme through a lot of the GR Bear guitars, is using a lot of Australian native tone woods, which is really, really darn cool and something you don't see that often. So kind of cool to see that. The binding on the guitar is really beautifully coordinated with a lot of the rest of the details on the guitar. It's done in Macassar Ebony, and it's a beautifully figured, really chocolatey Macassar Ebony that they chose for the binding here. The fingerboard you'll see is also done in Macassar Ebony, as well as the veneer there on the face of the headstock. And the headstock, I've got to tell you, is an absolute thing of beauty. Just not only a beautiful slab of wood there, but the incredible, powerful kind of stair-step design all the way up top there. And just from the player's perspective here, I can appreciate that even these Godot 510 tuning machines, the bushings have actually been kind of countersunk into the face of the headstock there. So it's just a really, really clean look. Very well thought out, I've got to say. And then even the back strap on the back of the headstock is done in a beautifully figured leopard wood, and it dramatically comes onto the back of the neck there, not only offering a really elegant look, but certainly adding some rigidity and strength there in that little bit thinner part of the neck. So really just again, beautifully thought out design there all the way around. Should also call your attention to that beautiful Macassar Ebony heel cap as well. Again, just beautifully coordinated. Under the hood, we've got a lot to talk about, and like I said, I'm still kind of feeling out and getting used to some new to me things here. We have what is referred to as Falcate bracing in this guitar, and that's kind of the exclusive bracing that GR Bear Guitars uses. And what that is basically a combination of a wood called Paulownia. Paulownia is a very, very light wood. In fact, we've even had some electric guitars here, solid body electric guitars that come in at like 6 pounds or so for like a Telecaster, Stratocaster type guitar. So it's a very, very light wood. And what he's able to do, combining that light Paulownia wood with carbon fiber, he's able to actually curve or kind of almost hook the braces rather than being confined to kind of straight planks of, like X brace or lattice brace. You can really get a lot more creative with the actual where the braces fall, kind of curvature wise. Hondro was kind enough to be able to capture some really nice video of the inside of this actual guitar, and you'll see what I'm referring to with the kind of laminated Paulownia wood along with that carbon fiber in there. You'll also see the carbon fiber bridge plate itself. If you continue to look, one of the final, and this to me is just utterly fascinating, one of the final voicing steps that Ry takes with his guitars is potentially adding mass to the guitar. And I should have mentioned, and I will, these are laminated sides on this guitar. It's actually like a 3-ply laminate that's used, and that is to increase the rigidity and the stiffness of the sides many times over, and it does. And what that results in is forcing that drive to go back into the top. So we're not losing a lot of resonance and vibration in the sides itself. So this is a very efficient design. And aside from those incredibly stiff sides, again, kind of the final voicing aspect is being able to add more mass to those sides. So you'll see there's actually weights that have been added to the rims of this guitar internally, and those weights have been specifically chosen for the frequency of this guitar. And what that's meant to do is take the entire box's frequency and lower it. So what we're getting is a lower, deeper, fuller, responsive tone out of this guitar than what typically is really physically possible out of a guitar this petite in size. So again, fascinating how the voicing ends up where it is, which is exquisite. And because of those weights, because of the laminated sides, yes, there is more mass to this guitar. It does have a bit more weight than what you might think when you see a petite size guitar like this. So really interesting. And like I said, I've just been fascinated getting to know this guitar. And it has an utterly enchanting voice. As I said, a lot of depth, a lot of sustain, a lot of drama in the voice of this guitar with a rather impressive level of projection right out of the face of the guitar without a lot of effort. So really responsive. This has been really a joy to get to know. Real quickly on the ergonomics, we've got a 1.81 inch nut width. We've got a 2 1/4 spacing down here, again at that beautiful Paduke bridge down here. And the scale length of this guitar, though it is a parlor guitar, and oftentimes parlor guitars are kind of a shortened scale length, this is a 25.4 inch scale length on this guitar. Again, aptly named the Super Parlour for more reasons than one, for sure. But beautiful instrument here. I cannot wait to take a listen to this guitar.